Marriage. Such a mature word for very two professional people who call each other Ducky and Froggy and only text in all capital letters to each other.
Imagine that you are in a forest. A tattooed man appears holding a sword. He chops down a tree and starts a fire with the wood. He cooks you a professional-grade meal with a fish he caught that morning. He's a dungeon master, human Wikipedia, wilderness expert, student of the blade, chef, EMT, lifelong learner, lifelong teacher. Now open your eyes. Who did you imagine? Sounds like Joe Rogan. But if you did, please recalibrate your brain, because that was Carter. That was pretty much the bachelor party without the lizards. Despite his many skills, it's his humility, selflessness, and the love he shows Angelica that we admire most. You are both great role models to our young girls. I am excited for what you will teach them in the future. Just no axes and swords until they're 12.
When I tell my friends about Angelica, I often describe her as being exactly me, but 7 years younger. I mean, we both always loved Pokemon, geckos, indie music, running, basketball, really good lip balm, Jesus Christ Superstar, and I know I already put that in the bio, but like, it's important.
I'm actually going to
I remember thinking, how lucky am I to be here with a woman so beautiful, so smart, so patient. And how, when I looked into your eyes, all I could think is that with you, it felt like I was being reunited with someone I had always known, had always loved, and had always been searching for, my other half.
If there's things written in here, I can't read it. Everything's written in here, so I cannot read them.
Carter, I can't believe today is actually here. When we first met 7.5 years ago, I had a feeling there was something special about you, and now here we are, minutes away from becoming husband and wife. Since I was little, my mom taught us what to look for in a life partner. Someone who makes you laugh, someone who works hard no matter what they do, and someone who loves you more than anything else in the world. And Carter, you're my someone.
I got to hide in a very snowy tree when they got engaged. So the day comes up, and we look at the weather, and it's like minus 35 with the wind. It could not be colder. And we're like, are you sure you want to do it today? He's like, yep. I hyped myself up for it. It is happening right now. We're like, all right, sounds good. And my mom and I looked at each other like, I guess we're bundling up. So we found all of the warmest clothes we could find and crawled into these very large evergreen trees and sat in the snow and waited. And I felt so lucky to be able to share that like really intimate moment with you guys, even though you nearly gave me frostbite.
And what you do with the time you have.
It's really the moments, not words, that teach us about love. It's the moments like looking around this room of family and friends who've just shared all this time in lives with Carter and Angelica. One evening I'll never forget was when some new COVID restrictions were implemented, and Carter couldn't come inside our house on Angelica's birthday. It was November 25th. They sat outside on our deck with a frozen pizza. It wasn't served frozen, but after a few minutes, they would hold up little red pieces of frozen red peppers and bits of cheese like potato chips, and I could see them through the window, laughing and talking in the winter night until their lips were blue. They were oblivious to the cold and dark. That is a moment of love I will never forget.
I don't even know. No, they're so weird. I'm good.
Do I talk?
Hope your makeup's waterproof.
I hope so too. I think it is. Is your makeup waterproof?
Always.
Yeah.
I still remember when I picked you up for our first date. The feeling of the breath catching in my chest when I saw you, and waiting in expected silence for each time you spoke, enraptured by each word and consumed by every glance and every smile.
So I promised to Angelica when he started going to school, I said, Angel, if you finish optometry, Tata's going to buy you a Lamborghini.
Where's the car?
Well, actually, you know what happened with the car? They were looking for the house, and Angelica said, Dad, I think I'm going to give up my Lamborghini. Can you give us a down payment for the house? I said, no problem.
Hi, future self. This is Carter on the wedding day. What I want you to remember about today in the future when you look back on today is 1, how beautiful Angelica was, 2, how amazing the speeches were, and 3, how much fun it all was. I'm going to pass it back to Angelica. She's going to say 3 things she wants to remember.
I want to remember all the friends and family that came out and celebrated with us. I remember the ceremony was just so beautiful and Carter's vows and all the really great speeches and just hanging out with everyone. It's just been such a lovely day.
Please join me in welcoming for the first time as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Dudet.
And from the very beginning, it was clear there was something different about this connection. The way they balance each other and reveal the best qualities isn't loud or flashy. It's steady, it's kind, and it's full of joy. Carter, you inspire a calm, glowing happiness in Angelica. It's such a joy to witness. Together, you spark something in each other that's playful, grounded, generous, and so full of heart. Something uniquely yours.
I knew it would take a very special lady to capture his heart. Someone who is intelligent enough to keep up with him, who would respect his creativity and his uniqueness and still bring their own to the table. And the first day I met you, Angelica, you are all of those things and more. And that's exactly how you balance each other out.
Carter and Angelica, the two of you are a shining example of a couple in which not only do I admire the individual people in the relationship, but how you treat each other and cherish the bond that you've created between yourselves.